Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. I just got some new shoes from my JLC Master Memovox International, rose gold, and check it out. It's dark blue, grayish blue, I would say. It was not what I was going for, but I gotta say it is the probably the best option. It really makes the watch look a bit more casual, and kind of matches well with the inner dial, almost pulling the colors together, although the inner dial is more gray. And the reason why I wanted to change is that the original strap, which is very lovely strap, and they are very similar. It's the same type of crocodile leather and the same patterns on it. The problem was the original. The color first, it was black, which means it made the watch look very tuxedo-like, which is very elegant, but too elegant even to wear with a suit most of the time. It's more for a black tie event that it would be more suitable. The second problem I had is that it was very thin. So normally these watches, especially this one, which is a gold model, so very heavy, obviously, would come with a bolstered, as you can see here on my new strap, a bolstered strap, while this one was completely flat. So there was a great imbalance, not only in terms of the visual, but also I think in the how it fits and feels on the wrist. So I went to JLC here in Hong Kong, in Central, very nice boutique. And we took our time, we looked at different options that they had in the shop. They really only had two suitable straps for this watch. It's a 21 millimeter wide lug to lug. And so they had this blue. I hope the color comes out okay here. So I'll turn around. So with a bit of light, you get a better ID. And they had a brown one. And, I don't have any brown strap in my collection. So it would have been nice, but, brown and black, it was okay, but kind of clashes a bit. Black and blue as well, in a way clashes, but pretty much all my suits are blue and I wear a black leather belt and shoes. So it's kind of like the same look. And blue is really the color that works the best for me. It's my favorite color. And although the strap of my longer is pulling towards blue, kind of looks black, but actually it is slightly blue. This one is a more obvious blue. And anyway, the watch has that beautiful rose gold color. So it's a great mix, and so I went for this one. As you can see, not only am I at the last hole, I just punched another hole myself, pretty poorly, I might add. So I could have gone for a smaller size, but they only had this one. In a way, it's okay. So the way those straps are constructed, even though they are bolstered, wherever. It's only bolstered on the side, obviously. Here at the bottom, so the bolstering goes all the way here, and then you have where you have the holes punched in. It's very thin, same as my previous one. That part is the same. So it was punching one more hole was really at the limit of. You see the bolstered part really now lines in. So normally this would have been the last hole. As you can see, I did it a bit poorly, but it's okay. It finally came out. It's a beautiful double deployant piece of gear that you have here. I honestly don't prefer just a simple buckle compared to this, but at least it's beautiful. If I could find just a simple buckle, I think it would be even easier for me to wear the watch. Sometimes when you fold these, kind of pinches your hair. But see the look. It's really made the watch a lot more wearable, even in the office, but certainly in a more casual way compared to the black, which made it very serious, very tuxedo, and it's just too much black. So it's very interesting to have this little change makes a big change in the feel of the watch. and we all agreed in the shop that this was the way to go. They were not pushing me, they were okay to either to order or for me to look elsewhere. But I wanted to stay with the brand, and this, I believe this is made. Uh, this is made in France, and it is made especially for JLC. Obviously, it's branded here. It's high quality. It wasn't cheap. It's 3,000 Hong Kong dollar, which is like 350 US. So very expensive, but the watch is a $10,000 watch. I mean, when it came out, it was 25,000 or 30,000. So it's worth it. You got to go for quality. Just don't ship it out on the strap. And since I'm talking about this watch, I wanted to show you a bit how to use the world time function that you have here at the center. So I am in Hong Kong, right? So yeah, here I've already pulled out the crown. So this crown operates in one way when you turn it up, the date, and when you turn it down, it operates the alarm function and the world time function. When pushed in, and when you wind it, you wind the alarm. But if it's not wound, you can just turn, and it's not going to ring or do anything. So the way I use it, GMT is really between here, is next to Paris, next to, and in the same zone, other side of the world, you have Samoa. So Samoa is 12 hours exactly away from Paris. So this is how the display works. Honolulu is on the other side of the world of Athens. Auckland is 12 hours apart from London. And if you want to know what time it is somewhere, so I'm in Hong Kong right now. So I'm going to line up Hong Kong with the hour hand. That way I don't even have to do any calculation. Everything will line up properly. So if I put Hong Kong right on it, and I want to know what time it is in Moscow, I'll just find Moscow on the other side here. And it's in between 9 and 10, so it's 9 a.m. Right now in New York. It's very close to Hong Kong on this display, but it's actually on this other side of the world. So it is lining up with the 1, so it's 1 a.m. And London, it would be 6 a.m. Right now, everything is adjusting, is perfect. In the summertime, there will be an hour of the daylight savings difference. So some places like Paris won't be correct. But right now, for the winter, everything lines up well. And just for shits and giggle, I'm going to make the alarm ring. So you just wind it. Actually, it's so quiet right now at the office with the whole virus thing, and there's nobody in. I'm dressing a bit more casual, so that's why I also wanted to have a bit more casual look on the watch. Yesterday, before taking my nap, I turned on the alarm to make sure I would wake up half an hour later. So I wound it a little bit, not fully. And if I set it here, push it, when it gets to 4 o'clock, it will ring. But if I bring it next to the hour hand, you will see a little clicking here happening. There you go, I brought it next to the mic. It's a lovely ring, and that's why the watch is a bit thicker to accommodate the movement, and some space for that ring to sound. As I said before, it's not the most easy to wear everyday kind of watch, especially in this gold version. Actually, the salesperson at the JLC had the steel version, which is probably a lot more wearable in terms of weight. And this one is not too thick. It's just obviously you feel the gold. So you want to have a thicker strap. So this was really not adapted. A thicker strap, and have it tight. That's why I punched one more hole in it to have the perfect fit. It would be interesting to travel with it. The watch is very accurate. It's a master control, so obviously always would pay off to have it serviced regularly to put it back into original specs. And the date is very easy to read. And overall, the whole display is easy to read. And you have lume, as I mentioned in my full review of this watch, which you can see on the channel. So you have lume dots at every hour and a very thin line of lume. It's not the most legible, but it's enough. You can still see it at night. And even the triangle for the alarm is lumed. You can't see it here. Let me turn it. There's a big pip of lume on it. So at night you will definitely be able to reset your alarm should you need to. A couple of other things I mentioned before, because there's these master control watches use ceramic ball bearings to reduce wear on the rotor. You hear a bit of the noise of the spinning rotor. It's not crazy, but you might hear it, and also you might hear a bit of clicking of the hammers of the alarm. It's just things to know before you pick up one of these. Otherwise, it's a very cool function to have for the man who has everything in his watch box, I would say. And but this version, the international model, also known as the world time model, is very rare. The gold one only 250 pieces, and the steel one 750 pieces. So it's not like you can walk in a shop and find it. You're gonna have to look for them. Very cool watch, and you might see it on Chrono 24. Actually, it's me. I've put it there because it's a bit superfluous in my collection right now, and I want to focus on more simple things. At the same time, changing the band made it rebooted the watch for me. And as I was telling the lady in the shop, when I wear a Rolex, even if it's something a bit special like the Sea Dweller 4000, the other day I was having lunch and the waiter had the same watch, and we talked. Well, he wasn't keen on talking about it, but I just noticed it and told him. And but I know that nobody's gonna have this watch, especially in this gold version. So it's cool to have one watch in your collection which is very nice, which is emblematic of the brand, and at the same time is not is very uncommon to find, because this is a special version of it. So now I kind of hope that nobody's gonna bite on my Chrono 24 ad. Speaking of which, I'm going to make a video about scams, and somebody tried to scam me on this watch. Well, didn't really go very far, but it's going to be interesting to talk about. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was nice to talk again about this watch and show you this new cool strap. I wouldn't say funky. I think it's great. Everybody wears jeans, so it's a great watch to wear with jeans. A bit more casual now, and it's going to be great with the suits. And there you go. I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye-bye.